What is going on? What's happening, people? Those that are here, say hello in the chat. Those that are not watching on catch up and that type of stuff, welcome. Feel free to leave comments below and all of that sort of stuff. Second live stream, third or fourth, I think it's the fourth video going up on the channel. And season 5 is live. We are live with season 5. So I wanted to come on because I've got a lot of purchasing to do ready for season 5. A lot to do. So I thought I'm going to probably spend a couple of hours on it tonight. Why not just come on here, see who's going to jump in, see who I can have a chat with, see who I can get some advice from, and see what we can do. So I'm just going to give it a few minutes, see if anybody's going to obviously jump in while I set up my... So what's that? That's the stream. That's the right one. Cool. But yeah, I'm buzzing for season 5 because obviously it's going to be the first season where I'm actually playing. I've not played a game, so I don't know if I'm going to try and get like a friendly or something like that in to see how the game works. But I do need to work out what the hell I'm going to be doing. And as I said, I've got a lot of people to buy. Now, if I just transition over to this, I'll do like individual videos on terms of who I'm going to buy, who I'm going to sign and that type of stuff. But one guy that I did end up buying was, have I switched it? Yeah, I have. Is this guy here who is 6 foot. He's 24 years of age. He's had zero progression over these 3 or 4 seasons because he's not been playing. So I'm hoping that, you know, this year he's going to be starting for me in most games, and we can progress a little bit more. But we've got 66 pace, 58 shooting, 51 passing, 62 dribbling, 55 defense, and 51 physical. What's going on, Tommy? I've just went ahead and got going, mate. I don't know who's going to be joining and stuff like that, as we said last time, new channel and stuff. But I'm just going to get going and see where we go because I've got a lot of purchasing, a lot of scouting to do. So yeah, this was the first guy that I bought. I can't remember what I bought him for. Oh, it was $8, which I think was pretty decent, as I've said, for a guy who, you know, yeah, he hasn't progressed, as I said, but 4 seasons he hasn't played. I think he's got some good base stats to get really going, to be honest. What's going on, Rascal? I don't know what 07 means. See many names from the old Soul Rare MLS days. I know. Love to see content, mate. Yeah, I know we shared a lot of chats, didn't we? I think that this is a game now that like people can sort of create content on, and we know how expensive So Rare was, right, when we was playing in the sort of heights of it, so to speak. So yeah, I don't plan on pumping as much money as I put into So Rare. I'm still playing So Rare and stuff, but yeah, I'm not even playing MLS, which is a shame, really. But yeah, getting back to this guy, I think that he'll be decent, hopefully. Apart from that, I haven't got too much else. If I just show you my club, I've only got like these guys that I've actually signed to something. Attributes. You'll see here that I've got a couple of players on loan, which I'll probably talk about in an upcoming video a little bit more. But I've got a striker who's on loan. I've got a left mid who's on loan as well. And I'll probably be looking at the loan market now as well to try and get some people in. As I said, I don't want to be pumping loads and loads of money in. So if I can get some decent deals in, if I can get some like... I don't know, if I give away maybe 15-20% of the earnings for season 5, I'm not against it, to be honest. And then we've got our goalkeeper, which I mentioned before, and obviously the new guy in here as well. Oh, it's like a little salute. Okay, salute to you, sir, too, as well, Rascal. So there are a couple of things that I need to do. I need to get another goalkeeper. I've got 0 defenders. 0. So I've got 2 weeks, right, to sort this out. And I've been holding off. I've been waiting because people have been telling me to wait because of the drop and because of the season rollover and stuff like that. I'm still getting familiar with some of the terminology and stuff. But I've got 4 midfielders. So I've got my left midfielder. I've got 2 or three, sorry, centre midfielders, centre attacking, centre CDM. But I also probably need another one in there. And I certainly need a right mid as well. And probably another one who can play right mid and left mid. That would be preferable as well, to have some rotation in there. And then obviously forwards, I've only got the one, so I probably need a couple in here. What's going on, Ron? Welcome to the first season, mate. Nice to see you back in the saddle and on the mend. Yeah, I mean, I'm in quite a bit of pain. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm at least working. They said about signing me off for 2 weeks and stuff, but like I've said before, with young kids and things like that, it's better off being down here sometimes so they're not jumping all over my knee. But Tommy, you say been farming common packs of floaty today for decent profit. I'm similar to you, not want to throw much in it just yet. Yeah, I've heard about this floaty stuff. I don't know if I'm gonna kind of get involved with that or not yet. I just want to see what it's all about for a season, really. I've always been addicted to, like back in the day, I was addicted to Ultimate Team and I was addicted to Football Manager. The amount of hours that I spent on Football Manager is mental. So kind of this game, along with So Rare, obviously, you marry them all together. I'm hoping it comes out of MFL, right? So, but we'll soon see. So these are the players that I've got. I've also got some like other shittier ones that's in my HQ, which you'll see here that I haven't signed. They're free agents. I haven't done anything with them yet. So I'll just leave them there just for cover sort of at the moment. But I'm hoping to get a full squad between... I probably want my new signing to be like the lowest overall. What level of players are you looking for? Yeah, basically he's the lowest just because I think that his stats are really good and he hasn't progressed yet. So I saw him as a player that I'll probably get maybe like 15 games out of this season. But I'll probably be going for anywhere between like 58 and 63 for a spark, which I know that some people are going for like 50 and 55 and stuff. But for me, I think that I've already signed the goalkeeper. I packed a couple of players like at the beginning, which I'm going to use. So anywhere between 58 and 62, I think, 64 is going to be a good look for me, I think. I've already got a couple of players on the watch list. I wonder if they've sold since I had a little... They haven't, which is interesting. So the main thing that I want to focus on right away is defenders, because I've got 0, right? So I need to look at this. I've got 0 defenders. So I've got a couple on the watch list, but I don't know what's happened to the market since... let's just go centre-backs first so I can get that nice, strong core. I want free agents as well. I don't want them under contract for this season. Rarity, I'm just going to bring that all the way down to limited. That maximum 64. I want defense. I want it at least, let's just try 58 and let's just go physical 58 as well. And I don't want them to be, well, somebody tell me actually, does pace make like a huge difference? Obviously I know it makes a difference, but like for a centre back, I haven't got my head around yet for a certain position. There's key stats, right? So obviously as centre back, I'm assuming defending and physical is key. Dribbling, not so much. But I'm assuming it's just a bit like real life, right? So you don't want them to be insanely slow, but I'm assuming if they've got really high defence and then low pace, they're still going to be able to do a decent job, right? It reminds me of somebody like Per Mertesacker. Insanely slow, but still a good centre-back. Market is a bit flooded at the moment. Will be the same following the plaque drop tomorrow. Yeah. I just don't know whether then people are all waiting and everyone's jumping in and then it's going to die down, or whether it's going to... I suppose that's just the market working it out, right? So let's go price low to high. Oh, in terms of age as well. So for season 5, I'm not like overly bothered about age. For anybody that I bring in, if I do end up keeping them, I'll probably at least want them for 5 years, right? So let's just go with a max age of 25. And let's see where we're at. So, I mean, prime example, this guy, right? Somebody that I wouldn't want because there's 37 pace, but he's got decent defense and physical for what it is. Pace doesn't make, if you want a high line, need high pace, yeah. So kind of real life stuff, right? Pace doesn't make pace doesn't make a bit difference of the player's overall rating, so it wasn't built into the values. But in game, I always have it as high rated. Okay, lower the pace, you'll need to play a lower line. All right, so it is like kind of real life then. So for a centre back, then what makes up this overall for them? Are they looking at defense, physical, and what, passing? Are they the three that make that up? Let's have a look here. 72 physical is decent, but passing's really bad. Not that I'm going to be playing like a passing game as such, but I don't mind a counter attack. So I wouldn't mind a centre half being able to ping a ball or two. Attributes are weighted differently to the overall depending on the position. There's a nice little table in the white paper. I'm sure that I've seen it as well. I know that everyone refers us back to this white paper. I should probably just like have it up and study it a little bit more. For example, left and right mid pace doesn't have an impact for the overall. That's a bit random because, you know, for a winger or for a wide player, you kind of want a bit of pace, right? Okay, so decent dribbling. Still, pace is not ideal. I mean, my settings at the moment, so let me just open this up in a different tab. Oh, fuck. Can I go back in there and save it? Yeah, it does. Open this in a new tab. So my tactics so far, and I haven't looked at this as much apart from the formation that I'm going to play. I just went for a solid formation. And if I can get my core, so my centre backs, my CDMs, you know, that new signing that I've already got another CDM in there who's pretty decent in terms of defending. A decent cam and a decent forward, which I've got. Then in terms of premiums, I'm assuming that the strikers are a little bit more expensive. So I'm saving a bit of money there, I suppose, if I only have 2 strikers or maximum maybe 3. But yeah, this is the formation that I'm going for. Team instructions. I've gone with a little bit direct. So hence like that long ball. So if I've got a centre half who's got really good passing, obviously I can kind of use that a little bit more. And when we're in possession as well, I don't know if this saved earlier or not. Yeah, it did. So attacking width, I'd probably want to be in possession. I actually want to be a little bit wider, but out of possession there, you can see that I've just got this kind of lower line. Now, depending on the speed of the centre halves, maybe speed of the whole defence, I could up that a little bit. But if I'm low there in a bit of a low block, and then want to spread out wide and go direct, I kind of want that bit of explosiveness in the wide area, certainly, but somebody who can pick a ball up in this area and be able to transition quite quick. I'm probably not going to be as tight as that. I'm probably going to be a little bit narrow. And if they're good in the air and stuff as centre halves, then I don't mind people whipping it in. But yeah, I haven't. Let me just save this. I haven't mastered this yet, but I kind of know the type of player that I want to get in. So just jumping back into here, pace is not everything, but I'm going to put a little filter on it because I don't really want them to be slower than 50. And that leaves me here. So I'm already up at the $11 mark. Do you know what as well? I'm going to put in passing. So let's have a minimum of passing at 50 as well. And what does that leave me? There's quite a few on there. I mean, let's do only primary position. So somebody like this guy, right? He's 6'4", 25 years of age, 56 pace. What's his progression been? He hasn't done. I mean, he had a little bit of a spike class. I wonder if he started playing a little bit more. Yeah, I mean, he did play a little bit more in season 4 because it looked like he was out on loan. But he doesn't sort of blow me away. Who else have we got? A 6'5", 65 pace, good. 55 passing, decent. Really good physical. And then, oh, this is the guy that I put on my watch list earlier. And 58 defense. See, I don't mind somebody like that. Progression-wise, he's done nothing in 4 seasons. So let's just have a look at his profile page. So he can only really play centre-back, but that's fine. So I'm at least going to have 2 at all times. And then you can see here that he played season 0.1 and season 0.2. Does anyone know what that means? The other ones are normally saying season 1, season 5, and that. Oh, I don't want the image, etc. So let me just check that. Learning on the job, learning as we go. Those were the alpha seasons, I think. No progression before season 1. Right, cool. See, I think with a guy like this, with the stats that he's got, like he's already got decent pacing. We know he's going to improve at least by 1. Like if that defense went up to like a 62, with his physical already high and his pace already high and his passing's already decent, I quite like that. Does the defenders, which is probably why he hasn't developed, right? Cool. Did the defenders? I'm assuming height makes a difference, right? So this guy being 6'5" is going to be, and because of his physicality is high, he's not going to lose a lot of joules, I'm assuming. Now, what's annoying is that he's shooting. If the heading makes a very small difference currently, it'd be interesting if they change that, because they should change that. You know, if you've got a 6'5" guy who's got 76 physical, he should be able to dominate in most joules. Now his shooting is really poor. I wonder if heading counts in shooting, or whether it's split across. Maybe it's in the white paper. I don't know. But I don't mind this guy. I don't mind him at all. So he's currently on the watch list. I mean, he's $12. I bet about a week ago or something like that. Not a week, probably a couple of weeks after the little bit of hype. I bet that he was more like fucking $6 or something like that. It is what it is. Who's this guy anyway? 5'11", decent physical, good defending pace, and okay there. I mean, that's not too bad. He's 25 as well. And then we go into the $16. So this is the other guy that I had on my watch list as well, right? So he's 6'1". Again, I know some people make it very small, saying it's very small difference and stuff, but like to me it is. It does make a difference. I don't know why. I don't want a small centre back, unless he's Cannavaro or someone like that in real life. But 80 pace, 69 passing, 57 dribbling. So he's got a bit about him, a bit of a ball player. Defense is 59 and his physical is 64. So again, this is a guy who's progressed. He's done nothing. But what he has got, he hasn't played. So he's done nothing because he hasn't played, is what I'm thinking. I was just checking on here. 2 secs. Just checking for something. No, that's cool. But what worries me on this is that he's $16. Do you know what I mean? Is that quite a bit, or is that sort of standard now? I know we've got this MFL, which is probably slowly going to become my So Rare Data like equivalent. So you got player info here. Oh, the deployment has been paused. Your connection. I don't know what that means, sir. But let me try again. Okay. So he is a 61. The site's been down for a while today. Alright, cool. He's 61, and what was he? 24 years of age. 24 years of age, and he was a centre back. So let's just go. Yeah, look at that. Like a month ago, you was paying like $8. Now people have been paying. I mean, in the last week, it has been over that. The floor price is that for that, but you are probably looking at about $14, right? And what's he up for? 16. I don't mind this guy. The people think that that's decent. 24 years of age. I don't mind him. What would be interesting, right? So if I bought, I don't want to be paying more than $20 or more for a centre back. So really it comes down to like these 4 players if I wanted to buy one now. Now the other thing that we can do, obviously, is look at what is it? Is it scouting? Still Definitely an interesting centre back. Yeah. Free agent. It'd be this season, right? So he's a free agent now. And then if we went with centre backs and we done similar stats, I'm just wondering how much percentage people want and what's out there on the market. Because as I said, I'm not against. Excuse me. I'm not against almost like loaning in all of my players, to be brutally honest. Defense physicality. Oh no, I've done 58 with that, didn't I? Let's do 58 and let's do 58. So what's out there? And then we obviously want it to be accepted division spark. I mean, instantly, this is just taking too much. Like 6%. I don't really want to be giving away 6%. 10%. 10%. It's just a bit much. If you want, I can loan you 5 players. 58 overall at 2 rev share for your first season. I mean, I'm not against it. I'm not against it, Ron. I'm not against it at all. What's your... So, just to finish this, I've just concluded that this is not worth it. Can I... Is this how I look at it? How do I look at it? No, this can't be you. What's your manager name, Ron? I'll take a look. I'm still interested in that 6 foot guy or whatever though. Maybe I'll buy him and see how he gets on as well. Yeah, I'm not against working with you, Ron, on that. I'm searching Ron like I know your full name and stuff like that. Look how many Rons there are, or includes Ron. Look at Ron's manager name. Yeah, what is Ron? Oh, Fortress Agency. All right, cool. I will get to know. It'd make me laugh if you're probably like a absolute key player at this game, right? Or like well known. So my bad. As I get to know people. Just thinking. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Doing bits on here. I wonder if I'll ever get to this sort of like level when I'm looking at it. Because at the moment, obviously, for the last couple of weeks, all I've been looking at is low rated players. You have got some kind of fucking agency going. Shit. All right, so. Oh, Ron is that guy. All right, so let's just look at your centre backs as well because. So centre backs, and then obviously they're a free agent, and then rarity. We don't want anything over limited. I think I'm searching this right, and then bloody hell, Ron. Ron is that guy. He is that guy. I want only primary position. I'm assuming I'm filtering this right, Ron, yeah? And then he said, I can loan you 5, always willing to help out people making content. Nice one. I think I'm going to, like, obviously I've been, Tommy, you know, I've been making so rare content for a good couple of years, just following my journey and stuff. And this is a similar thing. I think I'm probably going to enjoy making content on this, on MFL a bit more. Because it's more of that management game. That's what I'm hoping. So I would say like minimum a video a week is going to be coming out. Just tracking progress, and I'll see where it takes me really. So Ron, is there a like, I'm assuming you're going to be using these guys for some of your clubs. You must do. Is there a minimum, maximum overall that you would be interested in sort of loaning out? Or is it what you said, basically like the 58s is what you're looking for? Get that parrot in a season 1. Season 1 promotion battle. I wonder, like, where do you think, if I have a team that is around about like a 58 to 64 sort of range, so say it averages out at a 61, where do you think I'll finish? I suppose it's all up in the air this season, isn't it? Because there's so many people that are that have signed up since. I forget the stat that we had, but even just like by making a few videos, I've already had 6 people just use my link, and I've never really been one to promote links and stuff. I didn't in Sorare and everything, but I think people are wanting to obviously watch content and just talk about it and stuff. Whatever your team averages. Well, I'm looking for it to, as I said, to be about like 60, 61 really. Does it make it like, is that too far of a gap, Ron? Is it like, if I said, oh, anywhere between 58 in terms of ratings to 64, is that too gap? Does it need to be within like 1 or 2? Because obviously I did read the white paper and it does impact in terms of how people progress, right? So does that need to be a smaller gap? Hi guys, I pulled a 52 rated Cam who's 19. Do you think he's worth selling? Potential. 38. Sorry, I probably meant 58 maybe. I don't know. I don't have a Cam in my formation. I mean, it's early days for me to be giving advice. Wild Novern. But if that was me and I'm not playing a Cam, if they can't play any other positions, I'd be selling, or I'd probably think about, depending on their stats, putting them in the development center or something like that. Promotion is pretty sure at that point at 61 overall. Oh, really? Oh, okay, interesting. Maybe I'm going a little bit too deep then. But still, I want a good team to at least take like a couple of divisions as I get used to it, right? All right, let's have a look at these then. So, I didn't put passing in as well. I'm just doing like for like as to what I would buy on the market sort of thing. Let's do 50 pace as well. 50 pace, 50 passing, 50. What did I do? 58 and then 58, just to see where that leaves me. I try for 0 to 4 on my teams. Okay, but I'm into progression over promotion. Okay, cool. Quite a good number of super teams knocking around. Spark is 64 max overall. Oh, okay. So there's an overall in terms of your registration as well. But I suppose you could just get around that if you had a couple of, you just sign some like, I don't know, 38 overall players, right, and bring that average down. But in terms of your main core. All right, so what we got here. So this guy is this quickest if I wanted to play, but I'm not desperate for that. You got a 6-foot guy. He can play CDM as well if I was to check that. So maybe that's a nice bit of cover in there. If I needed to rotate, passing's okay. This guy's decent. I mean, they're all decent, but you know what I mean. There isn't an overall max. Okay, it's your 16 best averaged. Okay, cool. And what's going on, Coltrane? Welcome in, mate. 5'4" centre back. Jesus Christ. Has there ever been in real life a 5'4" centre back? I wonder. I doubt it. What's going on, Sam? Welcome in, mate. Imagine him just going up against Peter Crouch. That'd be fucking mental, wouldn't it? That would be mental. He's physical though. He's 74. I'd be interested to, if they end up breaking these down a little bit more into other stats, I'd be interested to see what makes that up. It might be like 99 jumping. Even to make just on my third couch, 2 5K sessions, shifting something very nice. I would have been joining you. I don't know if you sort of follow on Twitter. I'm assuming that's where you've got the link to come in here. But yeah, I'm in full recovery mode with my knee, which is, you know, very painful and stuff. But hey, I don't want sympathy and everything. I needed it doing. and then hopefully I'll be right there with you, Coltrane. I'll be right there with you, sir. Yeah, I don't mind. Is there any that like really stand out to people in here? I don't know if it's a little bit small on screen or whether it's clear or whatever, but are there any? I'm talking like Ron's going to accept these anyway, right? But maybe he won't. But are there anywhere that really stand out that jump off the page that people think, do you know what? Yeah, he's mustard. Go for him. I mean, straight away, this 6'4" geezer does. I know that, as you guys said, it's not like doesn't matter so much with the height, but I do look at it. So 72 pace for a 6'4", decent-ish dribbling, decent-ish passing. Defense is okay, but physical. He's going to boss it. I wouldn't mind someone like that. Yeah, any that jump out to anyone? Decent centre back, that, yeah. Also, I think my settings for OBS, I think I've got too far of a delay. I need to change that again. It's because it's going to a new channel. I might have like a 10-second or maybe a 15-second delay. So my bad if there's a little bit of slowness or something. It's physical mostly for fitness recovery. I'm not sure. Maybe somebody in the chat can answer that actually, because that would be good if it was. I mean, this guy's got good physical, 62 pace, 63 passing, 5'8". I wonder if there's a quick way to. There isn't, is there? You have to use that player assistant, which has been down. So I'm wondering whether there's any. Yeah, it's been paused. I was wondering whether there was any way in game to show what they would be like as a. Close this. What they would be like as a another position. Did I just? Oh, I just closed. For fuck's sake, I just closed it, didn't I? My bad. What was it again? It was Fortress Agency. That was right. Fortress Agency. Nice. As I said here, centre back rarity was down here. See how long it takes, Ron, just to go through your club, mate. That's how many cards you got. Let's do 55 pace, as I said. I've entered this in now for so many fucking different filters and stuff. Wonder if you can save filters. Can you save filters? Oh, you can. Okay, that's interesting. Let's save some time, won't it? That'll save some time. So, who was the guy that... Oh, let's go back to attributes. It was this guy, wasn't it? And then this guy with him as well, passing. So I'm going to add these to my watch list. And then, Ron, depending on like what you want to do with these things. Yeah, we can chat. So, is there any of these? Hold on, 22. He's in the development center anyway. Oh, they're already at a club. So it would be those two. All right. So I need some other defenders as well. So let's go with a right back or left back. Physical affects fatigue, use, and recovery. It also affects duels. Okay, interesting. If you ask me, working with Ron is a good option. Thanks, King Lace. Ron seems like a good guy. Okay. So I'm assuming. Oh, he's already out of things, so I don't want that. Don't know. I need a free agent. That's the filter that I was missing. So the quickest right. Well, this guy's a right back. I mean, he looks decent straight off the bat as well, doesn't he? 84 pace, 60 shooting, 58 passing. I mean, I'd take him probably all day. He's either a right back or a cam. He can play cam. I mean, like, Ron, are you sure on that? Like, if I've just picked 5 players, or am I just looking too high here because you're going to use them elsewhere? Just feel free to just say, no, you're not having him. Get a list together and I can cancel any contracts my teams can do anything about. Can't do anything. Oh, all right. I mean, that'd be great, mate. That'd be superb. All right, so let's say that's a right back. Let's go with that left back as well. What did I even put in here? Passing, defense, etc. What's the main ones for a fullback in here, guys? I'm assuming it's defense. I mean, they're all main ones, but you know what I mean. Like, I don't need a left back that's going to be unreal in shooting, but I'm assuming crossing comes into passing. As for the super teams, that's not possible because of the 64 max per 16. If they put 5 players around 60ish overall is good. Okay, cool. Cool. Well, let's look at. So I've got I'm making a list, but we can refine it and stuff. So I've got the centre backs. I've got a right back in there. One thing that I am missing is a cam. So I don't want this. Don't need defense. Physical is probably still important though. So let's just go down to 50. Let's up the passing at least to that, and let's put shooting into 60 as well, just to see what we're kind of left with. So we've got 92 pace left. I mean, I like the look at this guy. 92 pace, that would be real nice. Do you get much progression out of these? Have you been using them at all? Or is this... I don't know if I'm back, guys. I think I'm back. Yeah, I'm hoping that this doesn't keep doing this because... yeah, now I need to log in again. Yeah, my bad. I've just changed my internet to like one of those... Not that I'm out in the country and stuff like that, but the ridiculous speed. And I've just changed it over, so I think it's still trying to sort of figure out and just get a stable connection. So if that does happen a couple of times, yeah, just bear with me a minute. It will kick back in. Nice one, cool. Yeah, I like this guy. Oh, he's played a lot, but he's just not one of the people that have kind of kicked off. But I mean, for me, I think that he would be really good. I wonder where that guy plays him. I don't know. I'm just going to add him, and then otherwise it gets fucking boring. Me just mulling over and trying to work out how things work. So this guy, a bit of pace, bit of shooting, bit of. I mean, even him. I mean, he's a 64. So I wonder what they go by. A bit of defense in there, maybe, because the other one's got. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just going to put in some in here. So this guy, we need a kind of an all-rounder CDM type. 63, 64. I mean, he's a decent option as well. Let's go with the forwards for now. So I'm going to remove passing. Let's go in there to 0. Let's go. Probably want a bit of dribbling in there, don't we? Bit of physical is important as well. Pace. Yeah, probably want a little bit of pace. Let's go by shooting. So I'm assuming you don't want passing too low, because if you are building from the attack or whatever, building the attack, you want somebody who's going to look after the ball a little bit. Who's this guy? 61. He's got really good physical. What about his how's he got on? And I was just about to say, like, do you get an idea of how they're going to perform by their previous seasons? And is there a quick way to know what season that they actually compete, what division they competed in? Because it just says league. Oh, if I click it, oh, okay, yeah, you can click it. So he had decent amount of assists last season, I suppose. And predominantly he's playing as a right mid rather than a forward, but I do need a right mid. Physicality's good, passing's decent. This guy seems good. Yeah, I don't know. Any stand off here? Jump off the page, sorry. I mean, this guy just does because he's got that pace about him. He's got okay shooting, decent physical, okay dribbling, but not so great passing. But he has got that bit of pace. I'm just going to put him on there as well because my other forward hasn't really got pace. So it'd be nice to just change that up a little bit. This guy normally plays as a right mid, bit of pace, bit of dribbling, bit of shooting, bit of physicality as well. I might put him on the watch list. I mean, to be fair, like Ron, I would take fucking all of these. Do you know what I mean? I'm being picky, but I would just take anything really. Did I put this guy on the list? Add to watch list there. Been enjoying the content. Keep it up on course. What's going on, Witness? Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Spurs though, mate. Jesus. Just don't know who's going to turn up. You don't know who's going to turn up with them lot at the moment. Dribbling is decent for shooting. What does that leave me with? What I haven't looked at. Well, let's just take a look at my watch list. See what we've got. Because I do want to buy a couple of people tonight or get some deals done and stuff like that to get some players in. So these are all the Fortress agency ones. And you said kind of around about like five players. But again, I don't want to take the piss and take like the best players that you would put in those leagues. I know you've got them onto the gallery or agency and stuff, but still. So let's go by centre backs, primary position. I'm still interested in this guy with an 80 pace and like decent shooting. I do like him. Maybe I'll buy him. And who's the other one that I put on here? Was this guy, but he's a little bit low, really. But he's 21. No progression yet. Decent passing. I am about that progression. What's he on there for? £11. And then I've got the other guy on there that was the big guy, the 6'5", who's the 25. So a year younger for much better. Oh, why am I keep doing this? Let's go by attributes. So he's a year younger. He's got much better pace, much better dribbling, much better passing. Less physical. What's going on, Peptita? What's going on? So out of these two guys, like if you had to buy one of these guys, you've got... Can I highlight them? I can't, can I? No, you can't highlight them. So Silvero or Steiner. Who would you buy out of those? So you've got... Silvino is $4 more. So Silvino is a lot quicker, year younger, as I said, better dribbling, better passing by quite a lot, shooting who cares. Defending is basically the same, but physical is on the old 6'5" guy. Who would you buy, Steiner or Silvero? Steiner or Silvero? Steiner or Silvero? I don't know. I'm edging towards Silvero. I'm edging towards this guy. I think I'm going to buy him, Silvero, which still means that I need a couple of players to get in to go with them. So if I had, say, this guy, 72, 61, I'm not going to buy him. What was he up for? He was up for 11. I know it's about he's 21 and he is younger, but I'm just going to go with this. So my centre backs would be these guys. 2 of them coming in on loan and then buying the other 2. But do I actually need that? I probably only need to buy 1 if 2 is in that list and then get somebody who can cover in there, because one of them's got really good. Oh, that was Steiner. He's got really good. I don't know. I think that they're the 4 that I would go with. Did I have a right back in there? I did. So he would automatically come in there. 84 pace, decent defending, not decent passing though. How crucial again is pace for a fullback? I suppose it depends on your gameplay, right? In terms of that high line again, but do you normally get wingers that are rapid in this division? Maybe not. You've got 3 centre backs and some other positions that can cover. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Maybe I don't need that. Did I put a cam in here? No, but I did put 2 forwards in there, didn't I? 1 quicker forward. Basically the same shooting, exactly the same physical, which I didn't realise as well. One's got significantly better passing. So the other forward that I've got, just checked, there is no max overall on players in there are minimums as you go up the pyramid. Interesting. Cheers, Ron, for having a look, mate. I just want to check my other forward that I've actually signed and got, because if I'm playing a 1 forward thingy, so he doesn't play any other formation, although that's not the guy. Where is he? Why is he not in here? Why is he not in here? I've got to go to clubs. Squad. Oh yeah, there he is. Okay. Lecoq. I don't think passing is important for forwards. I suppose, yeah, it depends what you want them to do. I'd really want the cam to be keeping up keeping the ball. So this is the other guy that I got on loan. Sorry, it was 71 pace, 68 shooting, 55 passing, 55 physical, and then just for completeness, this is the other guy. So Obi-Wan, which I'm assuming is another name because his gallery is mental, that people know of. Beautiful looking striker that was. Nice one. And then I've got this guy in as well. So 79 pace for a left mid, decent passing, like really bad defense, but hey ho. But everything else was decent in there. So if it depends whether I'm going to be playing this guy more or whether I would play one of these more. Both of them look solid. Nice. So maybe, what was the guy? So this was 71 pace, 68 shooting. Maybe I'll just go for like the quicker one, but to offer something a little bit different. Do you think? Mateos or Porodi? I think I'll go for the quicker one. Something a little bit different. He can play left wing as well. There's a chart in white paper that tells you what stats make up. I'll try to find it. Yeah, somebody said that earlier as well, to be fair, Witness, and I would like to see it for the future. You want LM right man with a bit of defensive as well. Yeah, helps them a lot win duels. Okay, cool, interesting. So this guy can play left wing as well. Obi-Wan is an OG, good guy. Yeah, he reached out to me on Discord because I just said that I was up for some loans and stuff, and he was just like, yeah, I've got some for you and everything. So yeah, he was really cool, which was cool. I can send you that chant. Yeah, go for it, Snake. That'd be cool. That'd be good. Yeah, I might go for the I'm gonna remove this guy. I might go for the speedier one. Speedy guy. So that left me with the right back, the 4 centre backs. Oh, I didn't look at this guy again. So he's a right mid. Nice bit of progression you've had on him. Real nice. 79 pace, 62 shooting, 51 passing. He has got a bit of defence about him, more so than the other ones. And 72 dribbling. I don't know if I mean, it's really solid. So he's left-footed. He can play striker as well. What's going on, Fritz? Welcome in, mate. Fritz So Rare. Welcome in. I mean, I don't mind him. So if I went for the right back, if the right back come in, I already sent it to you before. Did you? Oh, maybe I missed it, mate. Did I? Oh, you did? How did I miss all of that? Yeah, my bad, mate. I missed that totally. Okay. Right, 34. Defender. It was like a week ago, so yeah, I don't know, I just must have missed it. So passing's quite prolific on that one. Defending is obviously most in those areas. Pace is only 2% for centre backs. That's interesting. Okay. That's good to have. So let's jump back over here. So let's that right back in there. So passing, defending, physical. Yeah, if I went with the right back, if I went with the 2 centre backs, and then I bought 2 centre backs. So that's 3, and then Parodi was 4, and then this guy was. Oh, I didn't look at him either, did I? So 92 pace. But then you're saying there that you probably want somebody that's got a little bit of defending as well, right? So I'm just leaving myself open because I haven't got a left back. But can he play other positions? Yes, he can play right mid and he can play cam as well. I think I'd go for them. So let's remove that. Does that leave me with 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So a right back who can play cam. 2 centre backs. I probably don't need 2 centre backs to be on loan if I'm going to buy 2. Do I need that one? So let's just go back to Fortress and just have a look at anybody else that was in that kind of ballpark. Has everyone sorted out their teams for season 5? I know it's only kind of like open and stuff, but are people that organised on here, or does it literally take quite a long time for people to like organise their stuff and organise their shit? Did I look at left back, by the way? What if I had that left back who's got no defending and I had somebody with like decent defending? What's your formation looking like? I'd always suggest 3 centre backs if you run a 2 centre back formation. Yeah, so I'm running basically a 4-2-3-1. I just want a kind of a really solid core, good CDMs. I'll tell you what, that's what I haven't looked at. Was a CDM or a centre mid that could slot in and rotate, because I've got 2 CDMs. So if it was that, and then say passing, I wonder what that. So this is what you sent over. 3 centre backs is absolutely enough. Okay, cool. So CDM, 28% passing, 40% of that, and physical. Yeah, really, I just want somebody to win the ball back and then be decent at passing. So let's just go with defense being that, and then passing. Let's just go high and see if anything's in there. And then we want free agent under contract. Free agent, and then we want What am I doing? I will get used to this and be quicker at it, I'm sure. Rarity. That's what I'm looking for. Let's go all the way back. So we've got this guy. 71 pace. I mean, he looks great, doesn't he? He looks great. CM, but he only plays CM, so he's not very good at a CDM role. So really, we kind of want to come down a little bit. Maybe if we went 60 passing and 60 defense, yeah, he's awesome. But I'm not playing that, so I need. Let's go CDM primary position, and then go attributes. I am getting used to the UI. I know I'm probably a bit slow, than other people, but I am getting used to the UI a little bit. So physical, this guy looks like a bit of an absolute unit. Can do it all. Decent passing, really good physical. 72 pace, so I like him. This guy's got really good passing. 69 pace, certainly. I like. What are my CDMs at the moment, actually? So that's my watch list. Let's just go back over here. Players. So I've got this guy who is slow, decent dribbler, decent-ish defender, really bad shooting, and okay. So I just packed him. So he's all right. He'll do a job, right? I am missing a cam because this is the only guy that I've got there who is okay, but I am missing a cam. But the main one, so this guy, I think is going to be a decent one. I ran my teams with 3 cover positions, with 3 cover for 2 positions. Okay. Usually it ends up being 70 players on a team, but you do have to rotate almost daily. It's good to check on MFL site. Back to CM, who's good at. Yeah, the trouble. I don't know if it's up and running now though, because that player info. Yeah, it's down. So I would like to check it though. I would like to play this guy a lot. I know he's 54, but I'm interested in his progression because he hasn't played for a little while. I don't know if he's going to shoot up or not. So if I went back into here, is this the one that I was looking at? Yeah, it was. So out here, who kind of really jumps off? That he's passing really jumps off to me. That jumps out the page, sorry. And he's got a bit of pace to get around. Although it's probably this guy, isn't it? Can he play anywhere else? He can play CM. 76 shooting. Wonder if that's long shots. Be nice if it is. I think I want someone with a little bit of shooting. 76, 54 dribbling. 53. Maybe it's like one of the Australians. Bryant or Robinson. Can I do a side by side? Be nice if you could do that as well. 6'3". Gets about. It doesn't matter too much in CDM in my opinion. What doesn't matter? Sorry, I missed that one. And Robinson. Somebody who can carry the ball a little bit. It's a little bit more mobile. The shooting, yeah. So passing is better for this guy. Defense is the same. I don't know. If you had to pick guys, Robinson or Bryant. I don't know if I'm zoomed out in it. Maybe there. Robinson or Bryant. Or anyone else that's on that page, but Robinson or Bryant mainly, I think. Like, do I want a passer in there? Somebody who can dribble a bit more. don't know, one of them. Let me just add them to the list so I'm not wasting too much time. Yes, go into the players page and then you can play against other players. Oh, okay. Sweet. See, we're learning as we go, guys. We are learning as we go. So I think that would bring me up to the 5. So let me go back. Let's close these. So you can do that and then you can hit, what was it, going to the player page itself? All right, okay. We can try that in a minute then. So we've now got, let me just clean this up. I mean, I know it's sort of slow. I don't know if people enjoy content like this or whatever, but like, I'm liking it, you know? I am liking it. What am I doing though? I want to go to my HQ. So what are you doing? Oh, I'm not logged in. Let me refresh. That's why. That's why. Contract. So watch list. We're back into here. We're back into. We probably don't need both centre backs from. Although maybe I'll just go with Silva. I'm gonna get rid of this guy. Steiner's gone. I'm not gonna buy him. I'm gonna buy Silvero, and then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 currently that I'm thinking about getting from you, Ron, if you'll let me. I've got to make a decision on the CDM. So you said, Snake, that you would rather Robinson. So let's just try and do this. I'm assuming that I'd need. So that was Ralph. That was player profile. So when I go into here and I can go to. Where am I looking? You can go to the player page and you compare against other players. So comparing against other players, where am I looking? Got progression in there. Down the side. Load more. Am I just being really thick here? Where am I comparing? Load more. No, that's just his history. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. Anyway, I can look at this. So go back into here. Let's just quickly make a decision on this. At least I've never seen it. Okay. Attributes, progression, performance. That's just this season, right? That's the contracts. And that is there. Sorry, I'm just getting used to. I'm clicking around in random places. I'm getting used to this as well. So, Snake, you would go with Robinson over the other guy because he had better passing. I think you're right. Probably want somebody to pick the ball up and then just spray it off. I'm not gonna be about somebody who's gonna be like wanting them to charge forward and dribble and doing all of that. I'm never gonna set that to dribble more as a CDM. So fine. So I've got the right back in there. Let me just check this right back again. So he's really quick. He's got decent defending. He's got okay passing. Okay physical. Was there somebody that I missed as a fullback? I know I'm narrowing this down, but is there somebody that I missed as a fullback? And again, coming back into here, I'm just wondering what makes up a good fullback in their eyes. So it's a bit of passing, defending, dribbling, bit of everything in there really, other than obviously shooting. Defense making up the most, dribbling. So that they dribble a lot. Pace and physical. So we want to go by. I do want a bit of pace in there. So let's do minimum of 65. Passing is important as well. So let's do 65. Dribbling 65 and defense 65. I think they're going to be way over, right? Yeah. So let's go pace 65. Dribbling. I'm not that interested in dribbling. So let's bring that down a little bit. Let's bring defense down a little bit. Bring passing down a little bit as well. That brings in this guy as a 34. Juggling, let's bring that down a little bit. No, I didn't really miss anybody, did I, in terms of that? So let's go with him. So him as a right back, centre back, which I can rotate with this guy, this Silvero. And we've got another forward in there with a bit of pace and decent shooting about him as well. But I've got my other forward in there. And then we've got a CDM. I think that's... Oh, no, I've now got 6. So I need 1 less, right? Right back, centre back, striker. Right back, centre back, centre back. Centre back who can play left mid. That's random, isn't it? I mean, I'll take it, but it's random. He can play left mid. I definitely want him. Do I need this guy? Do I need this guy? No, I'm going to come off of that. Remove him from watch list. So these 5. So Ron, mate, I don't know if you're still with me, but do these 5 look all right to you? It's probably a little bit higher in terms of a range, but as I said, that's kind of where I'm looking at as an average at around about 62. 62 squad, 61 squad. But yeah, I don't know if you're still winning or not, but I think I'm going to buy this guy and just hope he absolutely smashes it. I think I've got to actually deposit something, so bear with. Pretty good. Pretty good. I'm just going to deposit some money on another app. Another page, guys. I'm hoping this is really quick and it's not like Sorare used to be. I want to go Dapper Wallet. For those who haven't, if you can smash a like button, that would be grand. That would be grand. Let's do add funds. Pay with that card. Oh, have I got to approve it? I'm on. You want to buy or loan these? I'm loaning the top 5 because I've never played the game before, Fritz, so I don't know what to expect. So I'm going to loan the top 5, but then buy some pieces in to go around. Oh, payment submitted. So has that gone through? Sweet, that has gone through. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to buy a couple of pieces. Yep, that works. Give me a second to adjust their offers. Oh, wicked, mate. I appreciate that, Ron. So you'll be having 10% of what I earn. So I'm down to 90%. Because the other guy, that Obi-Wan, who was a cool guy as well, he done me a deal. So that was cool. Same here. We'll mostly loan my players. Sweet. Player is not accepting offers at the moment for this. Not accepting offers. Okay, cool. I'll leave them there just in case you need them. I don't really know how it works. I'm assuming that I've obviously just got to click those 3 dots and make an offer, but we'll go from there. Yeah, that's fucking good. That is. I'm happy with that. I found out how to compare 2 players, by the way. All right, sweet. Yeah, chuck it over, Snake. I'm all about that. All about that. So then I'll have about 10 or 11 signed in. I say that I'm going to buy this guy, right? But he's 16. I suppose it's just people's opinions. So yeah, what's your opinion in terms of that? Is $16 too much for this guy? No, it's not. Fuck it. It's a little bit of fun. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit of fun. So let's just get him in. Stop talking about it. It's a bit of fun. I'm going to buy him. He's not got a contract elsewhere, has he? Because I was done contract, not under contract. Perfect. I'm just going to buy him. Okay, Dapper Wallet is updating. Pay with the balance. Paid. That's payment submitted. Right, sending transaction. My first purchase live on stream. Let's go. Awaiting ceiling. Hey, there we go. There we go, boys. In the back of the net. Congratulations, you are now the agent of, I can't even say his name, Eleuterio Silvero. Buzzing. Do you know who he reminds me of, actually? He reminds me of Mickey van der Ven. Do you know why? Rapid. Shooting's a little bit shit. Decent-ish dribbler. Got good passing. He's a similar age. Probably Van der Ven's got more physical and stuff. But this is who this guy is going to turn into. He's going to turn into Big Mickey at Spurs. You heard it here first. Do they grow, by the way? Come on, have a little growth spurt as well. I want him to be 6'8" and have 80 pace. Fucking animal. All right, let's go back into it. So he is there now, so I can remove him from the watch list. I'm going to go over to where do I go? My HQ to players. Okay, they're ready. Refresh us. Good to go. Mate, I'm buzzing about this. I appreciate it. Real appreciate it. So if I make a contract, so you say 2% and then, is this right? So 2% end of season 5. I think that's it. Confirm offer. Yep. Okay, offer sent. Make a contract offer 2% season 5. Confirm. And then this guy, make a contract offer season 5. Same again. Here we go, boys. All of a sudden, you know, fast forward an hour and a half, and we're getting 6 players into the club. 6 players into the club. Right, so that's that one, offer sent, and then Robertson as well, make contract offer 2%, blah blah, season 5. Bosh. We're done. All right, all set, Ron. All set, mate. So my players are in here. So I want to offer a contract to the guy that I've just signed, Silvero. And then this is something that I maybe Ron, obviously, as a bit of a goat on the game. You can answer me this one. So I've obviously just signed this guy. Oh, I've bought him. Now I'm going to make him a contract offer to play for my team for like this upcoming season. This revenue share thing throws me a little bit. Do you put it down to 0, or does it obviously not matter because I'm the agent? But is there a right or wrong thing to do on that? Because somebody told me that you should always put basically more than 0, but I don't see why that makes a difference. Don't know if you know. That would be, or anybody else in the chat, that would be appreciated. And then once these come into the club, I might just look at like what my starting lineup would look like and see what my gaps are. Go from there. It's also interesting for you as well, Fritz. It only matters if you sell the player. I put it to 0 just in case I sell the player on. Right. So if I put this at 2 and then I sold him on, does that mean that I would be saying I'm taking 2% of where he's at now? The agent of the player gets the actual agent. Right, okay. So to your point, Tommy, you put 0 because then if you sell him on, the agent's going to get some of our revenue, if that's right. Which, I mean, I'm not going to sell this guy. I'm going to keep him for quite a way. I didn't actually read. Agents are given... so if you're the agent and the club owner, it doesn't matter, yeah. In FML, agents are given a percentage of the club's earnings. Okay, we know that. If you are the player's agent, you may set the revenue to 0. Okay, if not, make sure you've let... so only in terms of reselling, it's important. If not, make sure to retain a large enough share if you are planning on keeping some of your earnings. Yeah, I suppose it doesn't matter. I'm not going to be sending this guy. It's up to you. The only thing it affects is if you sell the player. For the okay, cool. Cheers, guys. I'm just going to set it to 0. I'm not going to sell this guy. So make offer, confirm offer. And then Silvero has come into the club. I like that badge. Every time I look at it, I like it. Just classic, you know? Real classic. All right, so inbox. Ron started to accept. Beautiful stuff. Oh, he's accepted it all. Beautiful. Look at that. It would be nice to change this a little bit so that older messages kind of fade out a little bit and new ones are a little bit more prominent. I know it's kind of sticking the FM vibe and stuff, but just that color differential or something might be quite nice. Love it. Accepted, 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 accepted. So let's go over to the Paratians, sorry. Can't even say the name of my own fucking club. Shit, son. So this is what we're looking like, boys. I've now got, so I started off with 0 defenders. I've now got 4. I've got a right back. I've got 3 centre backs. Midfielders 5 out of 6. I'm assuming that I can sign more than 6 midfielders. It's not, is that a limit? That'd be interesting. Is that a limit? I don't think it is. And then forwards, we've got 2 out of 4 as well. So if I go over to tactics now, is that where I actually give? Yeah. No, a minimum. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So can I drag them? Does it work by dragging or does it work by selecting? Okay. So this guy comes in here. Soon you'll be firing out the training game to tweak the tactics. You can archive messages. Okay. Manage the inbox a little bit. Sweet. Do you know what we need? We need a nice little AI agent to do that. It's what I'm working in at work at the moment. AI agents trying to take away the mundane tasks like that. You know, read my inbox. Do something with it. Forward on to me the most important ones. Discard the other one. Anyway, boring people. Positions. So we want him as Lecoq as my striker to start with, probably. We then want, so he's a sub, right? Can I put in sub 1? Oh no, you don't have subs. What I'm talking about. He's the only cam that I've got at the moment, so I need to probably look at cam next because that's going to be a key position for me. I'd want, foot doesn't matter in terms of like right foot, left foot at the moment, does it? That box is suggesting it doesn't take into consideration the type of formation you run. Okay. I do want him in there. I'm going to play him next to Jake Robinson. Was it Jake? No, Jeffrey. Fucking Jeffrey with the goatee. Jeffrey with the goatee. Go for it. Go for it. So I obviously want to be playing Silvero because I've bought him and he's mine. And then rotate the other 2 cent. Well, I've got to rotate them all, but you know what I mean. So the first one that I want to play with is, who's the better centre back? So he's quicker. He's got better dribbling. He's got less passing though. I probably want to play him with David first. His name ain't even David. I've seen the D and I've just told him I've just Davided him off. Davided him off. What's going on, Tobias? Welcome in, mate. Ron's just made. I'm going to be putting a tweet out about you, Ron. I mean, I know everyone probably knows you, but what an absolute legend. I haven't even put my goalkeeper in, have I? Absolute legend, mate. And then we've got our right back in there as well. So this is what the team is currently looking like. I like it. I like that a lot. So I need a left back, a right mid, and a cam, really. Do you think that for this formation that 2 strikers is enough? It should be, right? Because I'm only playing 1 and I'll just rotate them. So I want a right mid, a left back. Let's save that. I've obviously got to get like depth in there anyway, but all good. Hope it helps and hope the content helps newer users to understand what's going on in the game. I hope so as well, because am I missing anybody who creates content as well, by the way, guys? Because I know we've got the Vendusk, I've probably said that wrong, podcast, which I obviously listen to. I mean, I've been watching Nep on FIFA and stuff for a long time back in the day. And then obviously he started doing Sora and stuff. So I've had some chats with him about that. And I know that he's now heavily into MFL. I know that we've got Laird. I've been on Laird's show in terms of like So Rare Data show on YouTube. So I've spoken to him a lot. But are there any other like big, or not even big, just people that I can listen to that's out there? Can your backup striker play left mid 2 or just left wing? Just left wing. Yeah. And another question on here as well is actually, do people normally chop and change their formations, by the way? Or do they normally stick with, I suppose it depends on the person, but do they normally, the Ramble, yeah. Do you know what? I used to listen to, so I spoke to Haber quite a bit as well. I'm surprised that Haber hasn't got involved with this, to be fair. But I spoke to them guys a little bit on Discord and Twitter and stuff, especially Haber. But yeah, I need to listen to that one a bit more, actually. It's a good shout, Toby. Yeah, do people normally switch formations, or do they just set with one? And you have your captain as well, don't they? And they normally give a little boost on some stuff. Your captain will get a +2 overall bonus, and his teammates will get a bonus depending on your captain's position. So with this, I probably want like captain bonus is 2 passing. Fab Miz on YouTube. It's a great beginner video, the best I've seen till now. I'll check that out. I will rotate formations a bit to help with squad rotations. Okay. You can change this, can you? Oh, that's a nice little feature. Change that. I like diagonals. So I'm assuming if I then do that, it gives them captain team boost. So a captain gives his teammates a boost depending on the captain. So that's everybody. That's interesting. Is there an ideal like who you'd have the captain on? It depends on squad size too. So for this one, it'd be passing and dribbling. Is that the same as? Yeah, that's the same depending whether they're CDM or not. And then this one was, what was it? A defending and physical. Passing and that. What about left mid? Yeah. Fabmiz is in the house. Look at that. I'm going to check it out as well, mate. I know I'm playing it, but I've still got a lot to learn. A lot to learn. CDM, I'm just checking so he can play cam as well. Let me thanks to your video. We've got this guy, he can play left mid. A centre back that can play left mid. If I need to, right? But anyway, I need a right mid. So I'm going to probably go for another like 20 minutes or so. And then call it a day. Because I do need to get my head down. You know? Quinny. Oh yeah, Quinny. I spoke to him. Yeah, I forgot about Quinny. Just Toby, Alexandra, Pranksy, Calvinator. Nice one. All right, I'm gonna get them on my list for sure. I'm gonna get them on my list. I'm super happy with this at the moment. So only 1, 2, 3 players are actually mine, but that's fine. That's fine for season 1. So let's look for a right mid. Let's look for a right mid, lads. Quick way of doing it is clicking F from MFL. Got to remember that. So let's go to scouting. Depends whether I'm going to buy them. Well, let's have a look. So a right mid. we want somebody who really is a limited card at max. We want a primary position to be right mid, I think. We want a decent amount of pace. So let's go with 65 pace. I want decent passing. Was it passing that they actually rate him for? It's a bit of everything, isn't it? Dribbling is really high for a left winger. Hold on. So it comes down. So passing is the highest one that they rate a right mid or left mid for. But we probably, somebody said earlier, we probably want somebody that's it's got decent-ish defending. So if I went with somebody with like a 45 defending, as well. And then if I'm buying somebody, I want them to be like fairly youngish. So let's go with 24 max. Let's go with passing's going to be quite high. I want it to be quite high as well. So let's get 65 in there. Let's just see what comes up there. And let's go value, price low to high. Oh, okay. That's quite a lot. This guy's 23 already. So his progression is nothing. So I'm assuming that he was born when he was 22. And I'm also assuming that he hasn't played many games. No, he's played nothing. So somebody's packed him earlier and they want to sell him. James Newton is wanting to sell him. See, I'm learning as we go, right? I'm picking stuff up as we go. That just seems a lot, like 21. So maybe I need to bring some of this stuff down. So maybe shooting needs to come down to a 60. What does that do? Does that bring some more into play here? It does, a few, but still $20 is still a lot, right? Prices went up today, right? Hoped they would go down with all the packs, but maybe tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, I've just paid 16 quid for a centre back, so I'm assuming that that's inflated a bit. Fuck me, this guy's 88 pace. 6'4" and 88 pace. Jeez. So he's more of a right mid though, isn't he? Oh no, that's what I'm looking for. But he can play right back. Progression. God, he's been there since 17 and he's done that. No thanks. This is still high. Like really high. I don't like it. I haven't got dribbling in there either, actually. Let's put 55 in there. What does that do? I don't like it. So bringing passing down has done something. So this guy is 12, 6'3", 24. He's got 81 pace. Decent at everything. He looks like an alright right mid, right? He's decent at everything there. So his progression is, he's not really done much, but has he been playing? Is there a maximum that people normally buy in terms of age, by the way? So he only played 5 games last season. He's already gone up 1, which he was guaranteed to do, right? Yeah, is there a maximum age that people normally think, oh, I don't want to go over X? Why have I got balloons coming up? What the fuck was that? I know there's something where you can like, I can't really do a heart or something. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Kiss me. Love me. Beautiful. Is there another one where I can give it the old thumbs up? That'll do? No? 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 Doesn't work. I like that though. Isn't this the new way of doing it or something? I can show me age now. Jesus Christ. 35 and I'm sitting on a stream doing love art symbols. Grow up. That's what I say. Grow up. Yeah, this guy's 24. I like him. $12. I like him. $15. What's this guy saying? So he's 24 as well. There's a big old jump. Why is there such a big jump? I suppose it's the age, isn't it? It's 2 years. Is it really that drastic? Let's have a little look at this guy again. Shares your stream in the MFL Discord. Maybe they feature it on the page. Yeah. It's a good shout. Oh, Oh, sweet. You've shared it, you mean? Oh, cheers, Fabians. Thanks, mate. Not sure if you know, but on Marketplace, you can click table rather than grid. I didn't know that. So let me do that. Well, that's a lot easier, isn't it? That is a lot easier. Look at you, Pep Tita. Educating me as we go. I just want to look at this guy again because... So if I go MFL... MFL... It's got that kind of vibe, isn't it? I mean, I know it sounds like NFL, but... MFL... MFL... Player infos. Let's go player pricing then. And what was this guy? It was 57, yeah? 57 and 24. 57. And we use a right mid. Really, I don't want the quarter on the month. So the floor price is 10. No, 12. Here's the floor. And these guys are more like 8. But less overall. Is there a quick way that I can just like show this guy? MFL. All right, it takes you to the player page. Nice. Nice. So this guy was a similar age and he sold for 10 euros. And this guy was sold for 15, yeah? Why did he sell for 15? Decent pace. 23. I like this dark blue at the top there. That's nice. But he still ain't as good as this guy, is he? 81, 51, 56. 81, 51, 56. 58. Yeah, this guy's a bit better. The MP is a crapshoot. The MP. Sorry, what's MP? Oh, Marketplace. Jesus. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the veterans. The Marketplace is a crapshoot. It depends how many people waited to buy versus those that have bought. Feels like a slight dip today, a couple of dollars, with occasional snipes here and there. I don't mind that guy, you know. Someone bought him. What do people think about him? He's a right mid with some decent defense. He hasn't really played. He's played 5 games. He's a good all-rounder with good pace. 24 years of age though. But when was he born again? Where do I go to progression quite quickly? Oh yeah. So he was born when he was 22. I quite like him. What do people think? Probably a little more. Probably a little more, guys. And there we go again. Internet resetting. Doing his thing. Am I back? Am I back? Back. Alright, cool. I don't know the videos. Is the video back? Yeah, he's back. Alright, sweet. Yeah. Hopefully, like, in the next couple of days, it's going to really settle down, but I wonder what my speed actually is, you know. Speed test. Check that shit. Yeah, so it's trying to settle because it should be a little bit more than that, but that's fine. All right. Sorry, I was just getting back to this guy. What do people think about him for the price? Now he can't play any other positions and stuff, but I don't mind it. You know, I don't mind it. Who else was in there that was appearing with my... This guy can play multiple positions. So actually, the penny's dropped a little bit, right? So if they can play multiple positions, they're going to be more because people can utilize them. I mean, that makes sense, doesn't it? Come on. Wake up. Wake up, sir. Let me just bring down defense to. No, actually, I don't really want to lower any of these, to be honest. But let's just try. Let's just try. Yeah, it's still that old Koulibaly's appearing here. And you can't train them in another position, can you? Which is interesting. I like this guy. I think I'm going to put him on the watch list. Wei Chink, I'm going to put him. Got to go. Good luck for the rest of the team. Yeah, cheers, Ron. Appreciate it, mate. Yeah, I'll give you a little shout out on Twitter and stuff as well. Not that that kind of means anything to you, but just to show a little bit of gratitude. But yeah, have a good evening. Take care, mate. Nice one. So this was on the 57, 54. That's 2015, 12. That's what I'll be paying for the guy, right? What do other people go that's around about 12? This guy. So he went. So it's top. So it's actually this guy. He went for 12, but he can also play left mid. But most secondary positions on players aren't really usable, only on rare occasions. Interesting. That is probably correct as well. I don't know. I like this guy. Like, I'm going to put a little poll, guys. Start a poll. Is Koulibaly worth buying? Yes or no? Let's start that poll. Get involved. There's a few of us in here. Come on. Let's see what we think. Is he going to be good for my team? Yes. Yes. We've got one person. Come on. Is Koulibaly worth it? I have nothing. Don't know why I've got Whitney Houston in my head. If I do. Oh, we've got a couple. 5 votes. 60% say yes. 40% say no. Why do you say no, guys? Why do you say no? Do you think he's too expensive? For those who did say no, like, genuinely, chuck a comment in as to why. It'd just be interesting as I'm sort of learning. Am I kind of missing something? Is it the price? Is it the age? I don't know. It'd be good to hear. The other thing that we haven't done actually is checked for a right mid on the scouting page. So we want a free agent. We want contract availability for a bit expensive. Yeah, seems a bit expensive. Okay. I just don't know what the prices are. Do you know what I mean? I don't know whether it's expensive or sort of not. In my opinion, he's maybe worth 10 as that overall rating due to the higher pace. I'd probably say 12 though. Okay, interesting. Let's go with a similar thing to I put in here. So I put in pace, I put in dribbling, didn't I? I can't remember what I put. Was it 60 or something? Just seems a step down from the rest of all your players that you've got in today. The only reason why I say it wouldn't be a step down is just because I see what you mean in terms of he excels in pace and he's good at everything else. But I was just listening to, I can't remember, maybe it was you, Tommy, that said about like you need a bit of defence for that right mid as well. And I was thinking, do you know what? 659 defence in there. But then what's he giving me going forward? He's not an insane dribbler or an insane passer, is he? Wings are so hard. So I'd go a bit older. Yeah, maybe. So dribbling, pace, and passing. Let's just see what comes up in here. If there's any decent deals in here. So I don't really want to be giving out. So I've given out 10% already. I don't really want to be giving out too much more. So let's just go for like 3% just to see what comes in. And there you go. Not a lot. Not a lot. Not a lot at all. What's going on, Simo? What's happening, mate? He'd be a rotation player. Probably, but that also means that I need to get somebody else in, don't I? So I'd probably rather spend. I'd probably rather. Yeah, I'd probably rather get somebody in who's a little bit better then. Or at least got more potential. What am I doing, clubs? Fuck me. Yeah, I probably want somebody a bit better. And they're not out there at the moment, are they? I don't know. Like, why would you only get 2% from somebody in Spark here? Surely they've just put that up across to see what they can negotiate on or something. 15 matches, yeah? Nah. Nah, you ain't paying 15 matches. I got a 69 28-year-old right mid for $24, for example. Yeah, we never accept 2% in Spark. Exactly. 69. So this is on the low market, right? So if you go up to 5%, which I don't think I'll end up doing, but just out of curiosity to see what's out there. I mean, this guy seems like better straight away, right? He's got much better shooting, and he offers you just a bit more, even though his pace is not as much. And what's he want? 5%. It ain't the worst, is it? Really? Ain't the worst. I don't know. Maybe it's going to take a little bit of time for the old right mid or something. Marketplace. Just see this again. What would you look for the most if you're looking for a right mid, eh? I personally go passing over shooting on wingers. Depends on the tactics you pay. I don't want them to have the worst. So I'm assuming obviously crossing comes under passing. Now, I don't know. You want a bit of fucking everything, don't you? You just want to be greedy. Like, I do want decent enough passing. Even this, if I was to buy somebody again, age. Well, let's just leave age. Let's just not leave it. Let's put it as 28, right? Let's just see the difference. And let's go by. You have to change back to grid to filter it. That's annoying. Let's go low, not overall. Let's go low by price. And then go back to table. Yeah, you do, wouldn't he? You do. Striker, I only want prime position. Are you planning to have a backup for every position? I like free. Yeah, I'm not going to have a backup for every one. So, for example, obviously here I've got. Can I not do it by role? Oh yeah, the other way. I've got 3 centre backs, so I think that's going to be fine. I've got two strikers for one position to rotate a little bit. I've got a left mid, and my centre back can play left mid, but I'm not going to be playing in there. And then I've got 3 CDMs, so I'll probably leave that and just rotate those 3. So yeah, I'm going to run a bit of a tight ship, to be fair. I'm going to run a bit of a tight ship. So who's this guy? 58. So 70 shooting, passing. He's got decent dribbling. He needs 28, and you can get him for $8. Tommy says that pace, dribbling, and passing are top areas. Physical and shot as a bonus. So pace, dribbling, and passing. Let's put dribbling in there as well then. So let's go 65 on all of these, right? And see what pops up. Hey, so $14, which is a bit more than that guy, but they're obviously older. Let's just do it by that table. So age here, you got a 23-year-old here, but he's $21. And that doesn't fill me with excitement, his stats. A 91 pace, yeah? Sweet. Who's this guy? Glenn. Big Glenn. 78 pace, 69 dribbling, 49 shooting. Shooting is a bit low. I'm not going to lie. Like, it doesn't fill me with insane confidence that there's going to be somebody out here for that formation. I'm assuming that's why people change and they don't play. When I've seen a lot of 4-2-2s. This guy can only play left mid, but I'm happy with playing him left mid. Like, somebody like him would be nice. Defense is not ideal, as we know, right? But somebody like him would be cool. All right, let's park the right mid. I'm gonna look for a cam and then I'll probably call it a day. Would recommend to have 2 left backs, 2 right backs, 2 LMs, so on. Yeah. Left back, I haven't got one at the moment, so I definitely need a couple of them, I think. Shooting probably more important for you with that formation. You run a 3-5-2, so not so much. Yeah, fair enough. Let's just go with Cam because I don't think I can be really playing. So this is my current Cam, right? This guy. So he's 29. Like, I packed him. He was born at 28. Shooting 53, passing 59. Bit of pace, bit of dribbling, bit of physical. Not amazing, but he's probably the rotation, right? So I need somebody who's quite key. I quite like a Cam kind of position in real life, really. Somebody who's got a bit about them. So that's kept it. Primary position, 28. If I'm going to buy a Cam, it's probably going to cost me, isn't it? Yeah, look at that. 25 straight away. And is this sorted by a price low to high? And this already is. You know, you're going into, what are they called? Uncommons are the green ones, are they? Straight away. So let's take away pace. I'm not massively... I don't think we need pace as much. Passing, a bit of dribbling to get yourself out. Maybe less age, maybe go 25. See what we can get in. It's still expensive, isn't it? I mean... fucking lot, that is, to be fair. I don't think I'm asking the world with these. Bit of dribbling, bit of passing, a bit of pace. What do cams say in here? So pace is 7%, so no one really cares about them in terms of pace. But passing is massive and dribbling is massive. That's how they rate them. So let's just bring down pace a little bit, right? I don't want somebody who's fucking taught us. So let's just bring that down. Passing and dribbling. It still doesn't really bring people. I am the lowest. Shit, son. Shit, son. I'll go lower on pace. I don't really want to be lower on pass. I mean, let's go 63 and let's go 63. I don't really want lower on that. 16 quid, this guy. So he can play cam, he can play striker, and he can play left mid. His passing's alright, his shooting's not fantastic. Got a bit of dribbling. I mean, how much? $16 for him. Don't fill you with joy and goodness and all of them little sweet things, does it? I'm going to struggle this position, aren't I? Do I really want to be playing a... I know I've done it now, but let me just go back to pay 25 quid for my 66 cam and glad that headache is finding is over. Maybe this cam... Like what is his stats so far? That cam? What's his name? Have I got two Parad? These are brothers? No, different nationality. So he's got a bit of pace. Basically, I was looking for these stats nearly on there. I wonder how much he's worth. You paid $25. Don't really want to be paying that amount, to be brutally honest. Is a cam going to have to be the one that like I'm loaning in again, but I have to give away a little bit? No cams have really got blistering pace, have they? So I want primary position to be a cam. Dribbling 69, passing 50. See, these ain't great either. I mean, this guy only wants 2%. He could be rotation. Don't know. I don't think I've got enough in that cam area. I mean, let's just change that to 5 a minute, see if anything else pops up. Which it doesn't. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm going to have a little look around on that. But I think that's all right for a night's work. You know, maybe I don't even play a cam. Maybe I sell them. Maybe there's another position that I can play in here where I'm not using a cam, because they're going to be quite expensive. You know, maybe a Robertson or something like that can play as a CM. Once MFL assistant's up and running, I can see how they get on in different areas. Maybe I don't play a cam. So that means I'd have to still play the left mid, because I've got to play him for 15 games at least. I'd still need a right mid. There'd be 2 in there. I could play a 4-4-2, depending on how these guys get on. I could play a 4-4-2, so maybe I don't need a cam as much. Yeah, I'll have a little think about that. Maybe not. But I'll tell you what, I'm happy with that. For a little night's work, I'm happy with it, boys. Onwards and upwards. So yeah, I'm probably going to be doing a video about this tomorrow. You know, spoiler, it's probably going to be something like making my first purchases on season 5 and stuff. But yeah, appreciate you guys dropping in. Appreciate all of the chat. If you haven't done so already, hit that like button. That'd be cool. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel as well, that'd be sweet. Subscribe to the channel. Tommy B says, yeah, loads of cracking additions. Will be loads more options after 1,000 of players packed tomorrow. Yeah, fingers crossed for that. I'll be on, I'm sure I'll have my laptop on next to my work laptop and have a little look about and stuff. But yeah, if you, as I always end with every stream video or whatever, but yeah, if you liked this stream, if you liked this video and you're watching on catch up, hit that like button. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. And have a good evening, guys. I'll speak soon. Nice one.